Hello to those of you who are able to be present on this lovely occasion. The COVID situation requires me to avoid larger gatherings, so I will be joining you today through what I still consider to be the magic of technology. And I'm both pleased and proud to be able to present to you, as distinguished alumnus, our beloved English professor, Jeanine Irby, Ed.D. My remarks about this awesome person have been gathered from those who began the process by nominating and supporting her, including Dr. Jim Tatum, Merlin Coleman, Joanne Turk, and her students. Having graduated from Azle High School in 1947, Jeanine married Bill Irby and went about the business of raising her family, her 3 children. She began her higher education in 1959 at Weatherford College, studying under Professor Jack Harvey, who soon recognized her awesome intelligence and encouraged her to pursue additional degrees. She often proudly shared with us stories of driving a school bus as she earned her bachelor's degree at TCU after earning her associate in arts degree at Weatherford College. While teaching English at Azle High School, she completed her master's degree at TCU. From the beginning, it had been her dream to teach at Weatherford College. And in 1966, she began her career at the old campus on South Main, moving to our present location, where she completed 40 years of teaching thousands of students until her retirement in 2006. I was privileged to teach alongside her and learn alongside her for 30 of those years, and to us she was always Tiny. That was her family name from childhood. During those years, we shared her experiences as she taught a full load of classes, driving every weekend from Friday evening to Sunday morning to Commerce to earn that education degree that had long been part of her dream. At this point, I will be presenting Merlin Coleman's memories in her words of our wonderful friend and colleague. Jeanine was one of the first to welcome me to Weatherford College. Now, this is Merlin talking. This was indeed one of my greatest blessings. She took me under her wing and made me feel so completely comfortable that I felt fully included as part of this unique and wonderful institution, Weatherford College. I soon learned that Jeanine took care of everyone. She was so giving and unselfish that it was evident that her thoughts were always about others and seldom about herself. Students would stand in line for long times just to enroll in one of her classes, and her classes were always the first to fill and close. She not only taught English, but her students learned the way in which one should live with compassion, understanding, and a positive attitude. Students of hers might forget other courses and other professors, but none would forget Professor Irby. Merlin continues, I not only had the privilege of witnessing her lectures, but of being the mother of 2 students who benefited so greatly from having been in her classes. Both feel blessed to have had the opportunity to benefit from her wisdom and encouragement. Jeanine always found the special talent of each of her students and encouraged each one with kind words and positive written comments on graded papers. Can you imagine how many papers she graded over 40 years? She made each of her students feel unique and important, gently and firmly leading them to believe that they could reach the stars. Indeed, she made everyone she met feel better from just having been in her presence. All who knew this wonderful lady witnessed her strength, her unselfishness, and her giving attitude. She was and continues to be a great inspiration to me. I believe her memory will continue to inspire us through our recollection and practice of the lessons she taught us in life. We will continue to see her light shine in the great successes of so many of her students. I thank God for the life of Jeanine Irby. We are very grateful to Merlin for sharing these inspiring words. Every student who was fortunate to be in one of her classes will have his or her story to tell, and they tell them. They speak of her love of literature, of her wonderful sense of humor, of her kindness and understanding, and of her very special grading system. In addition to her earlier memories, Merlin also shared with me her son Will's experience. Will had labored long and hard to produce his essay. And when he brought it home to Merlin and Will, his grade was A to infinity, which is a common one that she got. Our son Jim had a similar experience. His grade was A to the 10th power. Her basic teaching philosophy was founded on the principle that everyone could write, and write well, if given the opportunity and the necessary encouragement. And she always referred to her exams as opportunities to excel. And her methods worked. A former student, Willis Bell, says, "I greatly enjoyed Miss Irby's English classes in 1971, always enjoyable and educational." Another student, Melinda Maynard, says, "I am very grateful for Tiny, as she was my sole English teacher for 4 courses at Weatherford College, which gave me a solid foundation as a future educator. And now I am happy to say that I also teach English at Weatherford College, and I tell my students about my mentor and teacher each semester to thank her for her guidance in teaching." This student is continuing Tiny's life work in her own classrooms. What a legacy. And today, we are gathered to recognize that legacy by naming her Distinguished Alumnus, an honor richly deserved and lovingly bestowed. Thank you.